So, guys, hi, welcome to our first episode in the All Ball special. I have with me the maestro himself, the man who has a total of 332 games in the Spanish division, representing six clubs, moving to India for the Indian Super League, winning his inaugural season with 80K. I have the pleasure of having this conversation with the man himself, Jofre Mateu. Hi, Jofre, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Raul. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. A big pleasure to be with you. Thank you. Everything okay here? As good as we can. Yeah, it's a hard lockdown here in Spain now, not complete, but taking care of everything.
I mean, yes, it's the same situation here, and it's this weird situation that we find ourselves in. But I mean, it's just the way of life now, and we got to move on. So, I
Exactly.
mean, let's get straight into it, Jofra. You've played 332 games in the Spanish division. You started off with Barcelona. I mean, let's hear it in your words. What was your journey when you started as a youngster?
Well, my parents live in a city near Barcelona, and when I was 13, well, actually, when I was 11, they tried to sign me, but my parents didn't allow the move to Barcelona because they thought that I was too small to live away from home. So when I was 13, I signed for Barcelona and play here in the academy for 7 years, more or less 6 7 years, and I reached the first team, and in La Masia, uh, growing not only as a player but as a person. So a very awesome experience.
Yes, I mean, so let's get straight to it. Your first big trophy. I mean, not your first big trophy, but probably the biggest one, the Copa del Rey win. I mean, against, at with Espanyol versus Zaragoza at the
Yeah.
Bernabeu with about 80,000 fans in attendance. So, what was the feeling? What was the adrenaline like in that?
Well, that season was hard. I remember because we are not doing really well in La Liga, but you know we saved the category and we saved the season, winning that trophy, and that trophy gives you the direct pass to play in Euro the next season. So it was a great success for the club actually, and of course personal. But I remember especially the travel from the hotel to the stadium to Bernabeu with a huge crowd, in the streets, singing and receiving us. So I remember that moment as one of the most special in my career.
I mean, yes, winning the Copa del Rey is a high in itself. Joffre,
Sure.
I'll take you some time back. You made your debut for the senior team on the 15th of May in 1998. That was the last day of the season. It was under
Yeah.
one of the best managers we've seen under Louis Van Gaal. You were 18. I mean, you even scored in that game. So, how was it making your debut for the Barcelona first team?
As you can imagine, it's something that you are dreaming on for all your years in La Masia and the academy. And when you reach the moment, it's something like you cannot describe in words. Uh, Actually, it was bigger that I was still living in La Masia, in the old La Masia, in the residence, and all the players that we were there, like mates in the residence, are at the stadium. So they made a big name of Jofre there in the stadium, and shouting and everything. So when I come back after the game to La Masia, it was late, but all the residents are waiting for me. It was not my success, but all the family success there. So it's a very emotional and very moment that I never forget.
You even won the season. You won the trophy that season. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
it must have been a great moment for you and the family.
Of course. Yeah, my family was there too. Absolutely, all the family. That's why, the family, all the mates, and being a Barcelona supporter, it's not that you are just reaching something in your personal career as a professional success. It's like you are following your dreams under your colors. So as you can imagine, in terms of identity, for me, probably it was more, I don't know how to say, I feel more the success more than other players that they are just right there. That moment was Luis Figo, Pep Guardiola, Luis Enrique, many players, huge players. with a lot of titles, with a lot of success, even in Barcelona, but they are not from Barcelona and supporters Barcelona when they were children. So imagine for me. So yeah, it was something that I bring with me, and I can show on my passport, in my passport for the rest.
That's wonderful. So, I mean, Jofre, we've grown up, watching Barcelona play. We've heard names like, Rivaldo, Patrick Kluivert, Xavi, Puyol. You've shared the field with them. You shared the dressing room with them. Tell us something about that. How they were, how they grew up to be, such amazing footballers.
Well, at that moment you were not realizing that you are in between legends, and for me it was not so big. Actually, Xavi and me played not only in Barcelona in the in under 16, under 17, but in national team too. So we are sharing everything, all our daily experience with Puyol too, living in La Masia for some years, sharing dressing room in the B team. So when we reached the first team with Patrick Kluivert, with again, I don't know, many legends that they are playing there, Rivaldo too. It was like next step at that time, but now that we are sharing something with the legends, that we are playing with legends, now it's like, wow, I was there with them, and it's like you are feeling great, very small but great, because next to that legend, you are very small, but it's a nice feeling. Yeah.
No, I mean it's not small. I mean we've read about what you've achieved. I've seen a lot of interviews that you've done. I mean everyone's special in their own way, and so are you. And I'm really glad we're having this conversation. So I mean, Joffre, post that you moved to India, you moved to the ISL in
Hmm.
2014. So how did that come about?
Well, I was finishing my career here. I finished my contract in Girona in second division here, and I was thinking about finishing. It was 15 years as a professional, and at that time I was thinking on uh, a new experience, looking for something different in football, not only football but personal. And the ISL starts, appears the chance, and now I can say that it's the biggest move and the cleverest and the nicest move that I've made, because as you know now, nowadays I feel like not half Indian, but India is part of my personality, part of my life, and I love the country and love the people.
I mean, as an Indian, we feel really proud that you say that. But I mean, you
Thank you.
won the title. You won the title in your inaugural season. How was that? How was it playing with, the Indian management, young Indian players in India with the crowds? How was that feeling?
So I can say that it's something that you can feel very proud, because it was tough. Actually, first season, first everything for all, and many legends playing. The schedule was very very tough. We are playing every 2, 3, 4 days, traveling. Again, great teams, prepared with big players. So as a new experience for everything, have the success to win the trophy was great. We I remember working very very together with foreigners and Indians, trying to meld, trying to gel, and build something to success. And at the end, that final in Mumbai, I remember, like, that Rafiq goal was like a bomb, and something, I have the medal, the trophy, and not only the trophy, not only the football part, the professional part, but having success in that, build an environment together. It's something that we nowadays we are still feeling very proud. We are in contact, the Spanish players there, Borja, Luis Garcia, and not only them, some players, some Indian players too, because we built something forever.
I mean, I remember watching the game, few of the games, and I mean, Borja he had one goal that was a long range effort, which was, top corner stuff. So I still remember that. So, I mean, Jofre, you moved to Goa after, Kolkata. So how
Yeah.
was that feeling, especially, with the beaches of Goa, which you mentioned that you love? But apart from that, how was the change in culture, the change in football?
I remember when I was playing in Kolkata for 80K. When we traveled to Goa, we traveled twice because we played during the league and then we played semifinals. And every time we travel there, we say, "Wow, it will be great if we sign for this club to play." And but at the end of the season, to be honest, I was expecting to sign again for 80K because of the success, because I played really well. I've been part of the team, playing everything, and we won the trophy. So I was expecting to resign for 80K, but then Goa appears under Zico, and again the place has something magic, and I spent two seasons there. And if I can say that in Kolkata the experience was great. Now I can say that I'm half Goan because of course I love India, but Goa, no, man, it's absolutely crazy. I made my tattoo here of the kingfisher,
Oh,
and
wow.
because yeah, it's that Susagat life in Goa. It's something that it makes you feel part of the place very fast, and I have something I have a big connection with the guards. Yeah.
That's amazing. So, Jofra, I heard in one of your interviews, you said that, throughout your career, you worked under 26 different coaches, or, which is
True.
why you started the academy of training gentlemen to be coaches. So, some light on that.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's something that I was thinking at the end of my career. When you have some experience and you are um, probably more connection with the coaches because they know that your experience can help in terms on build something in the group to the team building that is necessary to success in every uh, global company or whatever. So uh, I detect or I found something that probably many coaches missed, that is that connection with the player. So I built something here, that training, that when you are already a coach, you need to build human skills to make that connection. No, there's not only how about the tactics, how about the technical things that you need, but and physically too, but you need that mental coaching, and you need to motivate, and you need to give and build confidence. You need to how to use some words in different situations. So I miss this aspect in many of my coaches, and I'm trying to now give some light, as you said, on that.
That's amazing. So, I mean, you've played under, multiple coaches. Again,
Yeah,
something I came across, you mentioned that you used to be a ball boy for Barcelona when you were small.
yeah,
And
really.
you had a small, I mean, not small, but you had a couple of interactions with the great Johan Cruyff. So, something about the Ferrari and driving around. So I would want to know a little bit more about that.
Actually, there's a photo, a very famous photo of Guardiola being a ball boy in Camp Nou when Barcelona won a match. He ran over the Cruyff to to give a hug and everything. And if you have to look for a photo of myself, the biggest photo, I'm expecting not to appear on public, because it was when my city played once in Camp Nou, Lleida, my team, and we won as a visitors 0-1. So I jumped, but I was playing for Barcelona, so I jumped and I said, no, 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 careful, because it's not a good point that the ball boy is celebrating the opponent visitor goal. But I spent a couple of 3 years, being a ball boy there, and it was my first experience in Camp Nou, in taking some contact with environment in Champions League at that time. So it was great. It was amazing, and I can interact with some players sometimes. After the game, I wait there and wait. outside the dressing room just to say hi or take a photo. And I was, I remember once Risto Stoikov bring us, he take us, me and another guy to La Masia under his Ferrari, and we are like, wow, floating.
Yeah, I mean, he's a legend. Any moment shared with him,
Absolutely.
is worth remembering.
Absolutely.
Okay, I mean, Joffre, I'll come to my last footballing question. You've played in Spain, you've played in India. India is slowly but surely, making their name
Mm-hmm.
in the football arena, in the football scene. So, what do you feel India has progressed as, as a footballing nation over the last few years since you joined in 2014, and when you see the tournaments that are being held now? What do you feel is the difference?
Well, the difference is the professionality of the players. I remember the first one contact that we had with the Indian players was here in Spain during the preseason with ATK, and the comments in between us as a foreigners was like, it looks like they are playing different, and well, it's not about being lazy, but they give up so fast, because if I lose the ball, okay, if I'm not reaching the ball, okay. So we are more like fighters, try to be more concentrated, try to, and the words are all the time correcting in terms on, come on, just try, but nowadays, and in my last season in India, the uh, the instructions are completely different. So you don't need to just invite or motivate to fight, because they are fighting. So there are more in terms on tactica. They are taking some positions, or try to be more pay attention on this, or just so. I think now there's any difference, any no difference in between the professionality in the Indian players or foreign players. Even I can say that there are more professionality in some Indian players than the foreigners that are playing in ISL, because they are taking football like a very serious profession, taking care of the bodies, nutrition, of the resting, everything. So I'm imagining India being a big country in terms of football in a close years, because you are many people, you are many people, and I think your passion with football is huge and even growing. So it's just have some patience, trying to keep that work, trying to keep the passion, and is all the background, all the academies, all the things that you can bring to the youngest in terms on growing as a dreaming in football. I think it's not far from there, the country, and in not many years we saw. I'm sure that we saw India in a World Cup, or competing for a I don't know if with a title. Hopefully yes, but at least being there.
Absolutely. I mean, that is wonderful. That is a great thing to hear, as an Indian football fan coming from someone so experienced. So, Joshua, will move away from football.
Mm-hmm.
We've been in lockdown for quite some time now. So I heard somewhere that you've started playing padball. So what is that about? What is Joffre doing in the lockdown apart from playing padball?
Well, yeah, a lot of exercise, sharing a lot of time with my daughter, trying to, cooking a lot, reading a lot. I was preparing, I'm working on a new project that I have, a business project. So it was a tough time, but there is no excuse to say that I have no time. So you have time enough to build whatever you want, and I can say that I get some profits on the time. Of course, it was hard sometimes, but yeah, the padball is the new sport, because you only need three more. You're playing in couples. It's the same as paddle, but with your feet, and air fresh. So we are trying to connect the sport with professional clubs. But yeah, I have some activities, new activities, and now we are all better cookers than 1 year ago.
Speaking of cooking, I heard dal makhani is one of your favorite dishes from India. Have you tried
I
that?
love it. I love it. I remember one restaurant. I don't remember the hotel. It was downstairs in a hotel in Kolkata. I don't remember with the name of the hotel, but the restaurant was amazing. And I remember we went there not many times, but sometimes when we have free time to go and take some food. And I remember that we asked for, you have something that's no spicy, and he said no, here everything is spicy because it's like it's the Bengali food is quite spicy, and I love it. But I remember dal makhani as with that bread with the naan,
With the naan.
cheese garlic naan with dal makhani. It's something amazing. But in Goa, that fish in Goa. I love to taste everything, different cultures, different foods, and spicy. The spicy food is one of my, that piri piri prawns in Goa are amazing too.
That's amazing. Hopefully one day, we will have dal makhani cooked by Jofra someday soon.
Hopefully, yeah, why not?
since till the end of this lockdown. So Jofra, I mean, as you know, a very dear friend, Saikat, connected
Yes,
us with you, and we're really grateful to him for that. And since you said you have a lot of friends, some friends like family in India.
yeah.
I mean, I have a couple of pictures, just to take you back memory lane a little bit. The last time you were in India, where someone just, someone special from India just wants to say hi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's very nice.
Wear it.
Yeah?
Wear it and sit.
Perfect, no?
So, so mommy from India says hi to Jofra.
Yeah,
And
it was her birthday some days ago, and I sent a video to her. So it was very nice. When I was visiting her home, uh, give me some food. You can say here the food and the shirt. It's yeah, I remember very special moments at that time. Yeah,
absolutely, she says hi, and we're really grateful again to Sekat
big hug
for
from here.
connecting
Thank you very
us.
much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So, Joshua, that brings us to the end of our conversation. Thank you for joining us. We hope that, this pandemic doesn't last too long, but that we hope everyone in Spain is safe, all your loved ones and family are safe. It was an absolute pleasure on behalf of myself and the All Balls family. I want to thank you again for joining us. And I mean, this has been amazing. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Raul. Thank you all. I hope you all boys take care, stay safe, please. And in the close future, when everything is ready and we win the virus, I can visit India again and see you there. So thank you very much.
Absolutely.
It has been a big pleasure from my side too.
Much to thank you, Joffre. Thank you for joining us.
Bye bye.